1 second as I work on this. Okay, so here we go. This is so exciting. Oh gosh, I love this. I absolutely love this. I think that technology is amazing. I used to be scared of social media because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And now that I'm still learning how to use social media, it fires me up because it's just a great way to connect with people, right? Just to connect with different people and be able to touch each other's lives in a way that you just wouldn't know. Some of these ladies, you're going to see them at Ladies Alive Philly, at Ladies Alive in Dallas, and it's so super cool that you get to put like a face with a name and you can be like, oh my gosh, I totally remember talking to her. I totally remember seeing her do that Zoom training thing. So this is super cool. So with that, hold on 1 second as I start to go live on our team page. Now I'm going to ask that you guys definitely make sure, like I said, that you have your journals and you have your pen so you are ready to get poured into, because tonight is going to be absolutely powerful. Okay, so here we go. Are you guys ready? You guys definitely make sure, like I said, that you have your journals and you have your pen. Okay. So you are ready to get poured into. Okay, so here we go. We are going to go ahead and get started. So now, as we get started, welcome everyone to our Facebook Zoom live training. So you guys, this is super exciting because we are here to talk about, in my mind, one of the most incredible events closing out our 2017, and that is Ladies Alive. You guys, I just have to tell you, first and foremost, every single Ladies Alive that I've gone to, I feel like I'm at Success School. Really, I am excited. I can't sleep because I just know that I'm going to receive something that is going to force me to level up as a person, not just a leader, but as a person. I am going to grow and stretch in ways that you could not imagine. And so what I did was I asked just these ladies from all around the country to come on and share with me a little bit about, and share with you guys a little bit about their stories, right? Where they were, you know, when they found Advocare, but where were they at their first Ladies Alive, if they could just recreate that moment and what Ladies Alive has done to just help them build a business. So the first person that I'm going to ask to hop on here and share is my friend Carissa Del Barello. She's there, and she's going to hop on here and she's just going to share a little bit about her story, what Ladies Alive did for her business, and just share some thoughts and some things that are on her heart with Ladies Alive. So Carissa, I'm going to turn it over to you, girlfriend.
Decree, can you hear me all right?
We can hear you. Yeah,
okay,
you're there. You're on, girl.
All right. I don't know if you can see me or not, but if you can, I apologize because I haven't slept since yesterday. I was just down in Tampa, Florida, helping out a brand new friend get started with her business, and we had some flight snafus, and it's been fun. But I just want to take you guys back to when I got started with my business. It was 5.5 years ago now, and basically I was a new mom, pregnant with baby number 2, and I was working 2 jobs. Me and my husband were just trading off at the front door, and we were really, really broke. We were in a lot of debt, and something needed to change. So my sister-in-law, Regina, kind of interrupted my downward spiral and introduced me to Advocare, and I just immediately got started sharing with people. Fast forward to today, we're Emerald leaders in Advocare. We've earned an incentive trip to the beautiful island of Lanai, Hawaii, and a lot of great things have transpired for us. But one thing I'd really like to speak to is just the power of events, and Ladies Alive being an especially powerful event, because there's truly nothing more magical than a group full of women going in the same direction. There's really just not. That's why we have so much fun at girls' nights out. You know, it's just when you get the ladies together and everybody's fired up for the same purpose, it gets really, really incredible, really powerful. So I really want to encourage you guys to not only get yourselves to Ladies Alive, but bring as many women as you can. Think of every woman that you just want to love on and take them by the hand and bring them there. And for me personally, most of the time when I'm inviting people, it's really about, I mean, I know as a mom, I can walk around pretty depleted 99% of the time. So for me, when I'm inviting my girls, especially, you know, my fellow moms, it's really about, you know, inviting them to come and get filled up. Yes, I can. And, you know, just take the mom hat off, take the wife hat off, and just really get just re-energized, get filled up, get inspired, and just feel powerful when they walk out. And I mean, what woman would say no to that? You know, it's a good time. So that's just kind of the wording that I usually use when I'm inviting, especially my fellow moms. You know, I just know that we walk around so depleted and so drained from all the caring that we do for everyone else. So I hope that that helps you guys. And I hope that you fill up many, many rows at Ladies Alive. And I will see you there if you're going to be at the Philadelphia one.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carissa, for sharing. We really appreciate you. And that is amazing. A group full of women going the same direction. I love it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to my sweet friend, Ashley Cooper. Miss Ashley Cooper is a rock star in AdvoCare, just an incredible leader, has earned several incentive trips and has just built an incredible business. So Ashley, I'm going to turn it over to you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Dacre. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you guys for so much for having me on this call. And when Dacre posted about this call, she said, you know, who wants to be a part of this? And I was like, oh, sign me up. There's something that I need to share with people. And so I want to just kind of share our Ladies Alive story. We got started in AdvoCare in January of 2013. And I just really didn't know what I was doing. If you hear anybody tell me, I just got a lot of products, had a lot of high PGV, and never earned a rookie bonus, but we won't go there. But I went to that Ladies Alive in Dallas, Texas in November of 2013. I was a silver distributor. And if any of you guys were at this Ladies Alive, they called all of the pins on stage. So we had all of the silvers come on stage, I mean, all the way up to diamond. And there was tons and tons of silvers. And I waited in the line to get my turn to walk across the stage. And then watched, you know, all of the other pins. And as the rest of the pins walked across the stage, they got smaller and they got smaller and they got smaller. And I went back to my seat and I said, I don't want to be a silver anymore. This isn't going to work for me. So I went to my seat and I wrote this down. And some of you may have heard this, and I hope maybe you can see this. Right here, it says by February 31st, yes, I know there's only 28 days, but I was excited. By February 31st, I want to be a 3-star gold. By January 31st, I want to earn $3,000 a month. Okay, I was a silver, and I had 2 friends with me at Ladies Alive. So I went back and looked, and Ladies Alive was November I think it was November the 13th. I want to tell y'all that in January, I started a super explosive time in AdvoCare where I went from the silver level. I stayed in qualification all the way to May, pinning emerald. So there was only 2 pins I had ever been, and it was silver and an emerald, because I was hitting pins faster than they were sending them to me. And all of that was because I went to Ladies Alive with 2 friends. It didn't matter that I didn't have a lot of people to go with me. Most people told me no. But I went anyway, and I saw for myself exactly what was going on in AdvoCare, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of it. And so I share that with you, that if you're on this, and the sky's the limit of why you want to be there. But then we want to take people with us. And so I was up super late last night. I couldn't sleep. And 2 words just really spoke to me to share with you whenever you're promoting with your teams. And I really think what I wanted to share is what if. So when you talk to your friends, you know, don't just invite them and be like, hey, let's go to Ladies Alive. It's going to be so much fun. Say, hey, what if? What if you went? What if, because remember, you know, whenever you got started, you told me you wanted to pay cash for Christmas. So what if we all went to this event together and that you could pay cash for Christmas? Because that's our job in Advocare, is to paint vision for people. And so what if? Because if people don't go, there is no what if. There's nothing. So that, you know, would be my biggest tip for everyone on this call, whether you take one person with you or whether you take 50, to actually pick up the phone and ask that person, what if? Find something that you know that they want and say, what if you went? What might happen? Because I don't think anybody is going to say, oh, I don't want to pay cash for Christmas. I mean, I told you that, but I didn't mean it. And then load your cars up. I know at that Ladies Alive that we went to in 2013, our leader had a big party in her room and she ordered pizza and they handed us a snowflake. It's like a crystal, it's plastic, but it looks crystal with glitter on it. It's one of my favorite ornaments that I put up every single year because it shows you that all snowflakes are different. We're all going to have a different journey, but we all have one common goal. And so load your friends up, pile up the car, get to Ladies Alive. I'm going to Nashville. I have a Ladies Alive that's 3 hours close to me, but I'm choosing to drive 8 hours to go. So no excuses. I'm going to be there, and I hope to see some of y'all there. I want to introduce my sweet friend, Cynthia Pena. She's just precious, and you guys are just absolutely going to love her. She's a little firecracker, and I know you guys have seen her on stage and everything else, so I know you guys are going to be real excited to hear from her.
I don't even know how I'm going to come after that. She went silver to emerald. Like, she's like, she said, I've only ever been 2 pins, silver and emerald. And I'm like, oh, I never heard that part of your story, girl. You fired me up right now. Okay. So for those of you guys that don't know my story, I'm going to really quickly give that to you because I want to get into strategy with you, because our whole focus tonight, you guys, is about promoting Ladies Alive and getting not just you guys, but getting your champion distributors, leaders, teammates, clients, and friends into that room. So when Advocare found me, I was well over 30 pounds heavier than what I am today. I lost all my weight in 90 days. I've kept that off now for 10 years. And I said no to the business, absolutely no, until 2011 when I was working as a probation officer for the city of Philadelphia. So if you guys know, I was a police officer, switched over to probation. For about 2 years, I dabbled in the business. And within those 2 years, I attended my first Ladies Alive. And that was what kind of clicked everything for me. I went to Indiana. There were 4 of my girlfriends and I that went to this ladies event in Indiana. And I just remember, if you guys know Robbie Page is like my spirit animal. I swear I want to grow up to be like her. But she was walking on stage and she was talking about, you guys are getting so excited about these like raffle bags and these like Gucci purses that were given away and these like, I don't know, some other label. I'm not a handbag person, so I don't know. But she was like, the women were getting crazy over it. They were going crazy over it. And she was like, you're getting so excited about these raffle tickets that were given away, but I need you to understand that anything that you want, all you need to do is figure out exactly how many people you need to help, and then you go out and get it for yourself. And you guys, I don't know what it was about that she said to me, because she said, you're walking around with spark face thinking that it's about products, and it's not about products. It's about people. It's about purpose. It's about needs. It's about dreams. She said, everything that you want is on the other side of the people that you are helping. So stop thinking about this as like 24-day challenges and spark and product, and start thinking lives that you're changing. Everything that you want is on the other side of the people who you are helping. Oh, I found that was so powerful. We came back and we went from gold 3-star to ruby 6-star to emerald 9-star. And that's where I am today, which has been absolutely life-changing on the financial side. But all right, so let's talk strategy, because this is what I'm excited for. We actually did something with my mentor, Jennifer DeTracy. She came in from Seattle, Washington this past weekend, and we had a ton of events. So much so that we fell behind. For those of you that are aware of what just happened with like the PC free shipping and everything, well, we had a lot of team-wide activity that we didn't have an opportunity to do a lot of frontline activity. So we didn't have a chance to reach out to our personal PCs and everything. So on Monday morning, I called the Blitz. Now, if you guys know what a blitz is, it is an intensive military attack because you are working toward a definitive purpose. And so I called the blitz. I had my girl, Janine Colon, come over. I had another teammate here from Washington, and then I had Jen DeTracy, and we were sitting in my living room. We had a whiteboard up, and we had new PCs and then reorders. And for every single new PC that we had order, we did 10 burpees for that person. For every single reorder, we did 5 burpees for that person. The fun thing about that was the whole point was to be the one to do the least amount of work, right? You're having them do the work. So you guys, we all increased our override. We all increased our our personal volume, our PC recruitment, and our overall numbers as a whole. So every single distributor came out of here with more teammates, with people wanting to know more about the opportunity. So what are we going to do? We're going to do a Ladies Alive Blitz. We're doing one tomorrow, and we're doing one on October the 4th. We're gathering our girls here at my house tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We're going to have Sparkly Spark. They're bringing their snacks. We're bringing our iPhone chargers, our notebooks, our list of friends and families that we love and that we want to invite, our customers and distributors that have already tried the product, right? Because Ladies Alive this year is focused on training, but then the second portion of it, if some of you guys are aware of the agenda, the first portion of it, we're going to get a lot of product training, you guys, and it's going to be amazing. A little birdie says something amazing is coming out, so it's going to be amazing, okay? The little birdie may smell and look like Ashley Cooper, but but what I'm saying is that the first part of the training, you guys, is going to be so impactful because it's going to be something that will completely change the face of your business. And then the second part of it is going to be mindset, heart set, soul set, kind of like what Carissa was saying. Like the women are going to walk out of that event feeling so fired up and so connected to the community of what we are doing. We are impacting lives, you guys, and there is nothing more powerful than a group of women coming together, wanting more for their families, more for their babies, more for their futures, and willing to fight for that, because we were made to do more than just get by. We were made to be more than just be fine. We were made to thrive, you guys. So that is what we're doing on a strategic front. We are getting together. We're getting our distributors, because when you have a group of people together, we can give word choices. So they're like, hey, I have this friend. How do I reach out? And then we can help them, and we can encourage them, and we can give them courage. So that's a strategy that I want to pass on to you guys. And have fun with this, guys. When you guys are inviting people to the Ladies Alive events, this is not a boring training. There are raffles, there are free prizes, there are free gifts. There's like $90 worth of gifts. And then there's also some amazing prizes for the people that are top sponsors and promoters. So go for this, you guys, not just because you want to personally get poured into, but because you want to be the one that lights the candle, that lights the fire, that lights the spark in the life of another person. That is our mission for this. So at this point, I'm going to pass it on to my beautiful, beautiful girl, Kelly Olson. And Kelly, take it away.
Thank you so much. And I know what I'm going to be doing this week, other than hopefully having a baby. But it's going to be doing this Ladies Alive Blitz. That is an incredible idea. And I am fired up to make some phone calls about that. So I want to start by telling you guys where I was before my very first Ladies Alive. So Ladies Alive was my first event that I went to. I went to Nashville in 2013. And I gotten started with the business just to have fun with it. I was making money. I was helping friends, and there was really not much purpose behind it. It was just kind of easy. I really didn't have a focus of what I was doing. But quickly the checks were coming in and we were making more money. I was a stay-at-home mom. My son, Charlie, was 18 months old at the time. And my husband was a car salesman. He was selling cars, and every single Saturday he was working. That's where he made most of his money, was on Saturdays, because in commission, you need to be at the dealership when the people are. They're there. So we were making enough money that he was able to take off for the weekend, which was a huge deal, and come with us to Nashville. So he brought my son. We all went together. We made this fun little road trip. It was about 7 hours away, and it was a huge deal for us to have time together. My husband worked 70 hours a week selling cars and never got time off. I was getting time with Charlie, but Eric never did. So I go to this event, and I'm not really sure why I'm there. My coach and mentor and one of my best friends, Rachel Witt, told me to go, so I went, and I didn't bring any teammates with me or anything like that. And I'm sitting in this auditorium, and they had this man panel. They called it a manel of these husbands that came out, and they shared their story. And it wasn't really their story, it was their wives' story. How these women had, their wives had worked this business part-time and had worked so hard and helped so many people that they had given every single one of their husbands options. Options to either be able to leave a job that they didn't love to pursue a job or a career or something that they really wanted to do, or to do AdvoCare with them. And I heard these stories of person after person, and the only statistic that I needed to know was that it had been done before. And I just heard this belief, and while I'm listening to this, I'm getting picture messages on my phone from my husband, having this incredible quality time with his son, with our son Charlie. And they had never had this one-on-one time together, ever. And he's sending me pictures of them going to the Science Museum together and getting to go to Bass Pro Shops. And they spent like 4 hours at Bass Pro Shops. And so I'm getting these picture messages, and I'm just getting so excited because I know that AdvoCare could be the vehicle to give my husband options, to give him choices. And it just blew my mind that I could do this. And I was terrified, absolutely terrified. I wrote it down in my notebook, and I still have it. And I said, I want a full-time family. I don't know anybody else before AdvoCare of where two parents got to work from home. Like, that was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard in my life, but I knew that I wanted it. And so I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I looked at one of my best friends, Denise Salvi, and I said, I just knew, like, we were going to do this. We're going to do this together. And every single time I would come back to a mixer, or I'd do a three-way phone call, I spoke it with strength that I'm going to bring my husband home to be a work-from-home dad. We're doing this with AdvoCare. And even though I didn't believe it myself, when I said it out loud, every single time I said it, it lost some of the sting. The fear kind of lost its sting. And I kept saying it over and over and over again until I believed it myself. And I put in the work. And 18 months later, we brought Eric home to be a work-from-home dad. And so he's had 2.5 years where we have had just this incredible family time because of AdvoCare. Our daughter, Lexington, has never known a life where her dad works outside the home. And I'm 39 weeks pregnant with our third. And this baby will know the same life too. And it's because we made our dreams so big that fear became irrelevant. It didn't matter about being afraid. We just projected this belief of what I wanted. And so I want you guys to see, first, you have to be there, because I want you to see what AdvoCare can be for you. I want you to know that your dream can be so big that fear doesn't matter. Does your team know where you're going? In like your vision of why you're doing AdvoCare? Are you speaking that to them at every call, every mixer, every event that you're doing? Are you letting them know? Because how can you follow somebody if you don't know where they're going? Do they know what Ladies Alive you're going to? Do they know that it's important? So first, does your team understand? And then also let them know that this is for them. AdvoCare is inclusive. This is not exclusive. And as women, we want to feel loved and supported and included. And I know, like, when I pick up the phone and invite somebody to this event and I say, I want you there. I want you sitting beside me. I've had people tell me before, I didn't know that I could go to that. I didn't know that it was for me. And I'm like, shame on me if anybody feels that way, because it's my responsibility to include them and let them know that this is for them. So let AdvoCare be inclusive. Wrap your arms around your team and your prospects and let them know that this is a life-changing event. So that's all I have, and I'm going to invite my sweet friend Sarah Vogel to come on through and share with us.
Oh my gosh, Kelly, after hearing all of you ladies, my heart is racing. I know yours probably is too. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. And I'm sitting here in awe. I mean, I've been taking notes. I have 4 pages of notes just from my before this and throughout. And every single one of you has touched me with your story because I can relate to that, right? I've been in AdvoCare since 2009. So this month in September marks 8 years for us. And I remember when I started, I fell in love with products. I got great results, and I took hold of the opportunity because I wanted to buy back my husband's time. He was never home. He traveled for a living. I mean, well, he hates it when I say that because he didn't travel for a living. What he did for a living required a lot of travel. Monday through Friday, he was never home. And I was raising 2 babies on my own by myself. And so I just want to talk to you guys about convenience, okay? Because it was never convenient for me to leave and go to Saturday trainings. It wasn't convenient for me to get on a plane and go to Success School. It wasn't convenient for me to go to my very first Ladies Alive event, which was in Portland, Oregon. Okay, I was living in Jacksonville, Florida, and my very first Ladies Alive event was in Portland, Oregon. And that event, truly, I will never forget it. You guys, I had to pull this out of my closet today because I still have this t-shirt, right, from Ladies Alive 2011 in Portland. And this event was life-changing for me. I gave up time. My husband came home. I think we kind of did a high five, and he had the kids, and I left. And I met 2 ladies. I had one distributor who was fired up and excited, and she was in Idaho. And I had another distributor and she drove from Idaho to Oregon. And then I had another distributor who I had never met. We had just had so many amazing conversations on the phone. And she was in another part of Oregon. I can't remember exactly where she was, but she had to drive too. And so the point of me even telling you guys this is because it wasn't convenient for any of us, right? Nothing worth it is going to be convenient. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to sacrifice a little bit. You may have to, set a birthday party for a different date. You may have to make some arrangements to make things happen for this event. But I promise you, every single woman on this panel I'm listening to, they are strong. They have purpose, right? They have a vision for their future. And that's who you get to surround yourself with at this event. This Ladies Alive event is something that you could sit there and you could tell yourself, and I'm loving your smile, Ashley, I love you so much. But this Ladies Alive event, a lot of times people will sit there and say, think of all the reasons why they shouldn't or why they can't. That's so easy. It's so easy to get wrapped up in like, oh, I have something else going on, or I can't really ask my husband, or no. That's an excuse, you guys. I'm just going to say it like it is. We all have excuses. I have excuses. Every single one of these ladies on the panel, they have excuses, and everybody's excuse is as relevant as the next. But it's about your decision. It's about your sacrifice. It's about your personal growth. It's about what you see for yourself down the road. Like Ashley said, what if? What if you go to this event? And what if you connect with somebody? What if you connect with a story? What if a woman was put in that room or on that stage to share a story that you needed to hear. I remember hearing Rebecca Plant's story. And on that stage in Portland, Oregon, it was the very first time I ever heard her speak. And her parents, she grew up with deaf parents. And she talked about her journey throughout her childhood and her life. And then there was another woman that got on stage and she shared about the death of her child and the journey that she had been on through personal growth and development. And you know, I don't want to get all wrapped up in sob stories, but at the same time, you're going to hear stories from all walks of life. And what that's going to do for you is that's going to bring belief that you can do anything here that you want to. This is about surrounding yourself with powerful people. And I remember I got involved in AdvoCare, and somebody said to me, and we were at an event, and somebody said, what makes AdvoCare different? And somebody said, the people. And I promise you, that is what makes AdvoCare different. Every single one of these ladies on here is a friend of mine, not even a team member, but a beautiful friend, and I would do anything for them. And so I encourage you, surround yourself with like-minded people that are going to lift you up and take you where you want to go on this journey of life. That's what this is about. So, you know, it starts with a decision. It starts with, you know, sometimes you're thinking, can I do this? Right? Okay, yes. You know what? Every single one of you can. And then it's, will I do this? Will you do this? Will you? Will you make the time, make the sacrifice, whatever it is, make the sacrifice. And then it's, I am doing this. You know what? I am doing this. And then it's, I did it. I'm doing it right now. And it changes you from the inside out. So, you know, I also want to talk to you guys just for 1 second about how do we talk to people about inviting them, right? I've got a great friend and I don't want to go to this event by myself. I'm going to tell you, get away from the computer screen. Get away from your cell phone. Except for I say get away from your cell phone. I should say get away from the texting, okay? Pick up the phone. Invite people to lunch. Connect. It's about connecting. It's about finding out what they want. It's about finding out where they are in life. You know, maybe you talk to somebody and, you know, you really, really want them to go and you're so excited to share this event with them, and you talk to them and you take them to lunch, and you know what, something just happened and they would love to go, but something has happened in their life and they just cannot go. They can't go because that happens, right? But they're going to see your heart. They're going to hear a message no matter what, right? Don't give up hope for them, right? But move on to the next person and invite them, get in their life. That's what this is about. It's about getting in people's life, getting in front of them, finding out what fits for them. So, you know, I got on a call the other night with the leadership that a lot of the ladies in leadership got to get on, promoting Ladies Alive. And I was so fired up after that call that I actually grew a pair. Not really, but you know what I mean. And I picked up the phone and I called this lady that I'd never really talked to, but she was on my heart. And I called her and I even let her know, like, listen, this is really uncomfortable for me because I'm afraid you're going to say no, but I really want you to be there for me because I know that these are the type of ladies that you would love to be around. Right? She's really involved in her church and all that, but I got uncomfortable and I invited her and she's excited to go. So she's going to go. And so I tell you, 30 seconds of courage, pick up the phone, make it personal. Okay. Connect with somebody. So that's all I have, Dacre. You guys, I'm going to be in where am I going to be? I'm not going to the Dallas one. I'm going to the Orlando one this time. And I am trying my hardest. We just moved back to Florida and a lot of my team is in Houston. And so I'm trying to load up the car with a bunch of ladies to make it a girls weekend and go out there and get fired up and poured into. So I hope to see you guys there.
That was incredible. Oh my gosh. I love that. Did you say you grew a pair, but not really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. And you're right. 30 seconds of courage. How amazing is that? Okay, so I want to turn it back over, and we're going to jump around because that's how we roll in AdvoCare. Rule number one, always have to be adaptable, right? That's what we do. We learn how to adapt quickly. So I'm going to turn it back over to my friend Cynthia. She wants something that's just kind of burning in her heart, and she wants to share it with you guys. So Cynthia, I'm turning it back over to you, girlfriend.
Girl, I have so many notes from you ladies. You guys are so powerful. I love that. I loved what you said, Sarah, right now, when you said that you can think of all the reasons why they shouldn't or why they can't. And there was a quote that I heard one time that said, the most dangerous thing about an excuse is that it's valid. Most of our excuses are valid, right? They really are. So that was really powerful. But actually, I wanted to just share one quote, and I was so fired up. I shared it this morning with the Somos team. I know that I have a couple of ladies on here from the Somos Initiative, which is the Spanish-speaking initiative that we have going on in Advocare, because Advocare is now moving into the Latino communities, which is really exciting. But I shared this in our group this morning, and I want to pass it on to you guys, because what is happening right here, if Dacre hadn't had it in her heart to connect all of us, you guys wouldn't have 5 different champion, very different, very, very, very different stories. And so the quote is, whether you're aware of it or not, your dream is contingent upon someone else having the courage to pursue his or her dream. And someone else's dream is contingent upon you pursuing yours. Our dreams are more interconnected with one another than any of us could ever imagine. And the best way to fulfill your dream is to help others fulfill theirs. How good is that? That was from Mark Batterson, my favorite author. And I shared this morning that we're all here because Charlie Regis had a vision that ordinary people just like us, just like every single one of the ladies on this call, just like every single one of you guys that is watching us on live and then it's going to be listening on a replay. There was a vision that was birthed a long, long time ago, 25 years ago, coming up in February, that there would be an opportunity here that you guys would take advantage of and be able to pursue freedom and be able to buy back the time with your husbands, or be able to have your husbands be work from home parents, or just to be able to live a life by design. So never have that be lost on you, that that's exactly what this is. It's not a box of Spark. It's not M&S. It is your dream. And your dream, or the dream of another person, is contingent upon you fulfilling yours. So never hold back the words of, like Ashley said, what if? Because our whole lives, all of us, our lives have forever been changed by the words, what if? So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much, Dacre.
Wow. Powerful. I love that. Oh my gosh. So I just have to tell you guys that I've also taken tons of notes, and my notebook has circles and stars and hearts. I don't know if you guys are doodlers, but I am. So I doodle hearts and stars all over the place when there's a good thought, and these thoughts and words of encouragement or just have me fired up, right? So I probably won't be able to sleep tonight because I'm so fired up and excited. So I know that there are different people on here we have people here on these speakers, Nashville, Philly, right? I'm hearing just different places that they're going to for Ladies Alive. And what I love about this is that Cynthia's right. It's women from all different walks of life, all different stories, but going in one direction. So let me take you back a little bit about my story when I first started Advocare. Okay, so I came in strictly for products, as most people do, right? I was overweight, over 300 pounds. A lot of people don't know this, but I didn't have a weight problem in my 20s. I didn't have a weight problem growing up. I was always very slim, but I let life beat me down. That's where I was. I let life beat me down. And so, looking in the mirror, I didn't even look in the mirror, for years, because I just wasn't in love with the person that I had become, right? So you can become, right? You can become someone that you don't like, and you can actually become someone who's better, a better version of you. And so I came in on products, my 24-day challenge was amazing. I lost 113 pounds in a year. Life changing, okay? From a size 26 to a size 9. Life changing. And it was very convenient, Sarah, very easy to stay on product, right? To talk about product, to get people on product, because I was a product of the product, right? But it took someone who sat there and looked me eye to eye and asked me a question, all right? She asked questions. And if there's anything I can leave you with is get good at asking questions, right? Because She looked at me and she said, Dak, I know Christmas is coming, right? I know you said that you have, Christmas and you have birthdays, but where are you on your Christmas list? Where are you? And guys, it was like she pierced me in the heart, because I realized at that moment that I was not on any list, that I was not even present. And I'm telling you, there are women out there who need you to speak life, and they need you to have that courage to ask a tough question. Because had she not asked me that question, guys, I would have been on products forever. I mean, I'm telling you, I love the products. But if she had not said that to me, I would have never, ever really given AdvoCare a look, right? So that question lifted my lid. And I'm going to tell you that 30 seconds of courage that Sarah's talking about, it may require you to lift someone's lid. It may require you to ask a very tough question. And it may require you to remind someone of where they really are right now. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, I lived in denial for years. For years, I was in denial. And I would not ask myself tough questions, right? And I wasn't even open enough to let other people ask me questions, but she connected with me. Her name is Carolyn, and she asked me a question. And that, my friends, is what got me to go from products to income. Because in my four walls, my dream house, I was facing foreclosure. I was hiding my car, right? I had it all together from the outside, but inside it was a hot mess, right? So let me just tell you, the first Ladies Alive that I went to, wow, I remember just feeling like clay. I mean, I melted. And you know what? Sometimes it requires a breakdown for a breakthrough. It really does. And that happened to me. I broke down. I was in there like this. You would have thought I was in church, because I could not believe the stories. Every single story, there was a component, there was a part of a lady that just hit me, to where when I walked out of Ladies Alive, I had to change. I had to change. I mean, it's so amazing. I stopped thinking about PGV and I started thinking about, what is my purpose? How can I grow? What is my growth, right? What is my vision? What is my vision? If you guys wear glasses, you guys, before Ladies Alive, I felt like I was just kind of like trying to squint, like I'm trying to read this. But after Ladies Alive, my vision was clear. It was crystal clear. And I walked out of there not really even caring about what anybody else on my team was going to do. It was all about what I was going to do, because I knew if it was up to me, if it was to be, it was up to me, right? If it was to be, it was up to me. And so I just want to tell you guys that Ladies Alive it's for you, but there's someone, like Cynthia said, it's for you, but there's someone that is waiting on you. Right? It's not what Cynthia says. It's not what Ashley says. It's not what Sarah says. It's not what Kelly says. It's what you say. It's the words that are going to come out of your mouth. It's your heart that someone's going to be able to see. Have that 30 seconds of courage to pick up the phone. If you stutter, it's okay. Be open. Be honest, right? Let your heart shine, because that is all this is. It's your heart. And it's us connecting with other hearts to let us know that we're not alone. You know, I read this book. It's called Lioness Arising. It's such a powerful book, you guys. And it talks about the power of women when we come together, how we can move mountains, how we can change the world, right? It's this sisterhood that's just incredible. And so, guys, ladies, you are powerful. And it is your invite. It is your words that are going to come out from your mouth that's going to change someone else's lives. And by changing people's lives and by connecting your purpose to that of another purpose, that is what allows you to do things that you never had dreamed of. So I encourage you guys, be strategic, right? And strategic means talk to every lady. everyone. It doesn't even matter. This person cannot even be an AdvoCare yet. This could be a brand new lady that you meet tomorrow, right? In a school line that you meet tomorrow at Target, right? It does not matter, right? So lift your lid and know that the possibilities and the opportunities for you to grow, not just because here's the real deal, Holyfield. I'm gonna be 100% straight up with you guys, okay? You can never outgrow your check. You can never outgrow your check. What you earn in AdvoCare is reflective of who you become and who you help become more. That simple, right? So I encourage you ladies to just, it's kind of like nails, right? I got my nails polished because I was like, I talk with my hands, but I would encourage you to get your nails dirty, right? Be willing to roll up your sleeves, right? And get in it, right? Just invite and do it with passion, because the first 6 months in AdvoCare, I went from the silver pin level. You guys, when I pinned silver, I was in Kohl's. I had no idea what silver was. 3-star gold, great. Ruby, awesome. You know what I did? I helped people, period. That's all I did. I helped people. I didn't care about PGV. I went out and I said, how many ladies do I know need to lose weight, need more, they need significance, they feel like I did, no purpose, no vision, lid completely closed. How many women do I know who are like that? Everybody. So I'm gonna talk to everybody. Guys, silver to ruby in less than 6 months, earned an incentive trip, didn't even know. I thought the Biltmore jewel was a pin. I mean, come on. So I just was helping people, and that's all this is about. So go out there, share with your hearts, right? And be courage and be bold, because we are powerful. We are. So with that, I just want to thank all the beautiful ladies. I have sat here and I'm just digesting it and just taking it all in. These women, guys, we get to do life. This is the power of cross-line relationships. These women have absolutely no monetary reward from this or anything, but just the fact that we get to pour into each other while we pour into others, while we pour into ourselves. Do you guys get that? That's strong. So I just hope that you guys found this information helpful. It's not even information, it's our hearts. We're just being who we are. But we're gonna share this with you. If you guys have any questions, there's a Q&A, there's a chat function, but we are fired up. So with that, what I'm gonna do is, if any of the ladies have any closing thoughts, anything's on their hearts they wanna share, that's fine. But we have the Ladies Alive Blitz. Thank you, Cynthia. Ashley, rock star. Sarah, I love you. And Kelly, man, 38 weeks pregnant, about to give birth, looks incredible, by the way. Who rocks it that way at 38 weeks?
Yeah, she does.
Jealous of that one. I mean, just glowing, okay? But if you guys have anything to share, please do. We are really excited. We want to honor your time. But thank you guys so much for hopping on, and we love you.
I have one more thought, and then I think Sarah said she wanted to share something. Go ahead, Sarah.
I just wanted to say, if you've been to Ladies Alive and you're thinking, why should I go again? Okay, I'm going to tell you. You know why you're going to go again? Because you're still here. That's why. So every single event that I've ever been to has changed me in a different way.
Yeah.
I've met new people, and I've grown from every event. So don't think to yourself, oh, I've already been to Ladies Alive, I don't need to go. You're on this Zoom, you're watching, and so there's your reason right there.
So good.
Okay. Awesome. The only other thing, you guys, is make sure that you have some type of tracking. I go into nerd mode when we talk strategy, but just make sure you guys have a tracking system, just because you're going to be inviting a lot of people, and you do want to have a head count. You want to know who you've reached out to. You want to know who's responded. So create a tracking system. Dak, do you know if we have anything on corporate site? Do you know if we have anything?
We actually do. We have something called the Ladies Alive Blueprint. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Beautiful. Look at that. I just kind of opened it up for you for training. Go ahead. Take it away.
Yeah, I know. It's on here somewhere on my computer screen. I actually had it up because I just think that is such an incredible tool. It's called the Ladies Alive Blueprint. I don't know. I thought I had it up here. I might be able to search for it, but it is a phenomenal tool that I believe corporate put out, and I love it. So I will post it, but it's just a great way for you guys to track all of the people. Here it is. Can you guys see that? Yay! Okay, so this is a Ladies Alive Blueprint, and this is you, right? And okay, so this says 3 people, but we don't stop at 3. We try to fill it up as many as possibly can. But here's what I want to tell you. A lot of you guys that are watching this, you are silver, gold 3-star, rubies. That means you actually have organizations. If you look at this, we said, like I said, if it's to be, it's up to me. So don't assume, all right? Don't assume that everybody on your team is out there passionately inviting. We love to think that, and we know that, you know, there are people who are doing that. But I would encourage you guys to open up your reports and to look through every single leader in your organization to make sure that the person that just started, right, last pay period, this is the brand new preferred customer, the brand new distributor, has been personally invited by you to get to Ladies Alive, right? So we're not going to assume that the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th level know about Ladies Alive. We're going to personally pick up the phone and we're going to call everyone. And I love the Ladies Alive Blitz idea from Cynthia, because that means that there can be certain, leaders can take turns. You know, it can be my house on a Friday night, and it can be another person's house on a Monday night. And you can use that to strategically have, for example, this pink one, I'm going to call everybody on the pink side, right, on a Friday night. And then on Monday, I'm going to call everybody in the purple side. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to call everyone on the green side. So you can be very strategic about this. And I love the fact that AvoCare just came out with it. I think it's a great tool. Yay, I got a thumbs up. Okay, I love you. Okay, so everyone have a wonderful night. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I'm going to share the recording. Everyone have a great night, and we love you guys. I'll see some of you at Ladies Alive. Bye, guys.